students, welcome to today's class. This is Susmita welcoming you to Science with Susmita. Today we will discuss some new concepts of science. Come, let us start. In my last video, I had discussed about leaves, different parts of leaves, its function and types of leaf venation. So children, today we will discuss roots, its function and types of roots. Okay, you all know we have discussed in the initial part of this chapter that plants have two systems. One that remains under the ground, that is the root system, and one that remains above the ground, that is the shoot system. So today we will discuss roots. Now you all know when we see roots which are underground, these roots basically what is their function? What we do is we put water in soil and this water is absorbed by these roots and it is transported to different parts of the plant body by the stem which is connected to these roots. So it is basically the roots which absorb water and also minerals, the nutrients from soil, and then it transfers it to the stem from where it is transported to different parts of the plant body. First important function. Second important function, roots hold the soil and help the plant to stand. Okay, so it is because of roots that plant can, it remains attached to the ground. So it helps in anchoring the plant. So two very important functions of root. Number one, it helps in or it absorbs water and minerals for the plant. And number two, it anchors the plant or it helps the plant to remain attached to the soil or stand properly with the soil. Okay. Another very important function of root, that is not related to plants but related to the environment. It is these roots which hold the soil tightly. If you take out a plant, if you uproot a plant, you will see that with these roots, you will see lots of soil is attached to it. You will see a lot of soil comes out along with this root. So what happens actually? Root gets into the soil and holds it very tightly. As a result of this, when there is rain or wind is blowing, this soil does not get carried away. It doesn't flow away. So it helps in preventing the cutting of soil. That is called soil erosion. This is something you will study in higher class. Okay. So basically for plants, this root does two important functions. Number one, it helps in anchoring the plant. Roots anchor the plant and number two, roots absorb water and minerals for the soil, without which the plants will not survive. Now let us see types of roots. There are two types of roots. Let us see what are those. The two types of roots are tap root and fibrous root. Now what happens if you uproot some plants? If you just take out some plants from say outside, say some weeds. You know what are weeds? Weeds are the unwanted plants. So if you take out some unwanted plants or weeds and you observe the roots, you will see basically roots are of two types. One type of root you will see something like this. There will be a main root and from the main root some subsidiary roots will be coming out. You will see this type of root. This type of a root is called tap root or tap root system. The second type you will see, there is no main root and all the roots are coming out together. This type of a root are called fibrous roots. Okay, so there are two types of root system or roots, tap root in which there is a main root and there are the subsidiary roots, also called the lateral roots. These are called the lateral roots. These are the lateral roots, and this part is the main root. Such a root system is called taproot system. While the second type is fibrous root, where all the roots come out together. There is no main root. Okay. Now, what is the importance of these? Why we are studying this? There's a very interesting fact behind this. The fact is that these roots can be identified even without uprooting the plant. Suppose you want to know that you see a plant or a big tree and you want to know what type of root it has. So will you go and uproot it? Suppose you see a banyan tree or a big mango tree and you want to know whether it has taproot or fibrous root. Now will you go and take out that banyan tree? That will not be possible. Very difficult task. So how do we know this? Students, you will be surprised to know that type of leaf is related to the type of root. And we have studied about the type of leaf. Two types of venation. Two types of venation. That is reticulate venation and parallel venation. I hope you all can recall, you all remember. Now, if you see any plant has this type of venation, that is a reticulate venation, then even without uprooting the plant, you can very easily guess that it has taproot system. Means without uprooting, we can identify the type of root by looking at the leaf. Any plant or tree having reticulate venation in leaf will have taproot system, and any plant having leaves with parallel venation will have fibrous roots. So simply by looking at the leaves which are above ground, very easily we can see them, we can identify the type of root. For this, I will show you some plants which I have taken from outside, from roadside, some weeds, and it will help you to identify the roots by looking at the leaves. Look at this. This is grass, and if you check the leaf venation, it has parallel venation. Now, the roots have no main root. All the roots are coming out from the same place. See, the same place. That means, which type of roots are these? These are fibrous root. Now, look at this Tulsi plant. See the leaves, the venation. The venations are reticulate. Now, if you look at the roots, see, there is a main root out here. I just put these on the side and you see there is a main root. And from this main root, these lateral roots are coming out. So, this type of a root system where there is a main root from which lateral roots come out is called taproot, and the leaf venations are reticulate. Based on the information you got from this video, now solve these questions in the practice session. So students, I hope you have understood the topics that I have covered in this video. Until I come up with my next video, keep learning, enjoy learning. Thank you.